All right, here it is, December 29th, 2017. It's been a cold couple of days in St. Louis. It went down to the single digits the other night, and it's going to be single digits in the next couple of nights as well. My car has been sitting for about 4 days. Haven't really driven it much. And I noticed when I started it the other day, the battery was feeling a little bit sluggish, which is to be expected. Temperature in the garage had gotten down into the mid 20s, and you know, these batteries, they struggle in that low temperature. So what I wanted to do is just do a quick review of this relatively inexpensive battery charger. This is a Black & Decker model, the model BM3B. I think there's other versions of it, but this thing was 20 bucks. Bought it at Home Depot. They have it at Walmart and obviously other stores, but I just wanted to pick one up close. I didn't want to wait for shipping, so I just went to the store this morning. And so I'm going to kind of show this box. It's pretty nice. You know, it's got the ability to do 12 volt and 6 volt, which is fine. It's got a polarity check, so if you have it hooked up wrong, it'll tell you. And then it's basically just two lights. Actually, it's just one light. If the light is blinking, that means the battery is charging. If the light is solid, then the battery's done. And that's pretty much it. Comes with 3 connectors. Comes with the alligator clips, which is the most useful for me. Comes with the terminal rings, so you can just leave it always hooked up. Probably not going to do that. And then for older cars that have live cigarette lighters, even when the car's turned off, you can do it that way. For me, the alligator clips are going to be it. Here's a little more of the side packaging. So it just explains how it'll beep at you if you have the polarity reversed, so that's good. And then just talks about the other connection types. And then, like I said, it's 6 volt or 12 volt. It's pretty much what the unit looks like. I'll put it out of the box so you can see it. See, it's got this kind of combo connector. You can hook it up to all 3, which is kind of cool. And then it does say it's a durable housing. I guess it's plastic. It's fine. Let's see. What else is there of any real importance? That's pretty much it. And it just says, let's see, a little picture there. 12 volt. It is good for cars. In fact, I just used it for my car. All right, 12 volt battery. And then what I did is I kind of I taped the customer service number on the bottom of the box, just so in case I ever have problems, you know, you just call customer service type of thing. So let me open this thing. Like I said, I actually used it this morning. I hooked it up to my car just to see what it would do here at the office. And so this has already been opened once. I can do this one-handed here. Oh, okay. And so this is the battery charger. Like I said, there's other more expensive ones out there, but I bought this was 20 bucks. Now what I did on mine, I don't know if it's important or not, but I read online some people saying that the switch will tend to move, and so I just put a piece of Scotch tape on it. 12 volt, that's what I need. I don't have any 6 volt batteries. Maybe if I get a riding lawnmower or something like that, but I mean, this is it. You can see compared to the width of my hand, this thing's pretty tiny. There's the 2 LEDs, the model number. Now this thing pulls only pulls 0.3 amps, and so that was actually a selling feature for me. Some of the other ones pull up to 15, 20, 25 amps. I did not want that. And so instead, I wanted one that only pulls a small amount of voltage. Now because of this, or amperage, because of that, this thing is going to charge extremely slow, right? So if your battery's kind of weak, it's not like you can put it on there for 15, 20 minutes and you're ready to go. It's going to take hours, and if your battery's really weak, potentially even days, right? But for my purposes, that's perfectly okay. The plug that comes with it, let's see here, I'll get it a little bit untangled here. The plug is actually pretty long. It's probably, I'd say, maybe 4 or 5 feet, maybe more than that. Maybe about 6 feet. 6 feet on the plug. It came with a nice protector. I put that back on. Let's see. It's got some warning tag there, so you can pause that and read it if you're interested. Don't overcharge. 5 amp fuse in there. Don't smoke. You know. Anyway, so that's that. That's the instruction manual, or the quick label on it, and that's the unit. Okay. Now the other side, like I said, it comes with. So let's see what it comes with. It comes with the cigarette lighter adapter. To me, that's not all that useful because my car doesn't have a live cigarette lighter when the ignition's turned off. It also comes with these battery terminals. I could see this being useful if you've got a car that sits a long time, you only use it once in a while, and so then you would just leave this permanently hooked up. I could see that being useful. That's kind of cool. And honestly, the other thing I was thinking is, if this is not an option, it's always possible to just cut this and then, you know, just solder in your own ring clamps to make another one. I'm sure you can buy them too. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. The ones that I use are the clips. That's the easiest thing to do. Okay, they're decent. I mean, they're relatively cheap for 20 bucks. And then the other thing I did too, I'm gonna have to replace this with electrical tape when I get home, but I just wanted some little bit of tape to hold these together while I had them out there, because I charged my battery outside in the parking lot of my office here at work. And so that's it. So like I said, I hooked this thing up, plugged it into my plugged it into a power socket outside, and it started blinking right away, and about an hour later it was done. So my battery was pretty well charged. It was, you know, especially at 0.3 amps or whatever, there wasn't much. It was just more of a top off. But interestingly enough, it makes me think about when I'm gone for 2-3 weeks at a time and the car doesn't get run, it'll be good to have it maybe plugged in. And what you can do, in fact, what you need to do is you need to hook this up on a timer, like a Christmas light timer or something like that, so that way it turns off for, you know, half an hour a day, whatever you want, and then it turns back on. And so that way it will continue to sense if that battery has discharged at all. If you don't do that and just leave it plugged in, it'll charge it up once, and that's it. Even if the battery degrades over the course of a month or whatever, the thing will not, it's not that smart to know that it needs to turn, you know, it needs to put juice back into it again. So by turning it off and then turning it back on, then it'll do that. So that's something I might do. We'll have to see. But anyway, that's it. I wanted to give you a quick review of this thing. I think overall, for 20 bucks, you know, we'll have to see the longevity. I'm sure it's not the world's best charger, but for my purposes, for just around the house, a couple of top offs here and there, I think it's a reasonable thing. All right, thank you.